Hi everyone, welcome back to Salty Tarot. I asked Spirit to choose the topic again today, and the topic was who can't get over you. So I'm excited. Oh look, so Spirit, we've got Page of Cups in reverse. We'll pull a few out. Usual practice is just take the top one. We've got the Magician. Who can't get over you? Maybe we'll look at why as well. So now we're looking at who can't get over you. Who is this person to you? Oh, I'm just realizing I'm gonna have to put lightning bolts on this one. Haven't used this deck for a while. It's been quite refreshing using non-humanoid decks. Well, I suppose the Antique Anatomy Tarot is humanoid. Not in a way that offends the YouTube algorithm. Okay, who can't get over you? Who can't get over you? Whoa, I'm gonna put this back. Four of Wands, okay. Spirit, can we get a clarifier for the Page of Cups, please? I should have said we're doing a collective reading, in case that was not obvious by the furor with which I dove in. Clarifier for the Page of Cups, please. Somebody's pulling on my table. Hey, to get no, don't do it. This is a I'm not sure what it is. Some kind of garment, I gather. It was gifted to me by a woman from China during an exchange year when we were both on exchange in Sweden, and it's really fine and delicate, and I made the mistake of putting it through the washing machine recently, and it's developed a bunch of little holes that I will sew up for sure. And but these impressions are made by, this is ochre, and I feel like maybe the whole thing is ochre. Yeah, these, I don't know if you can see the little tiny ones here. I'll just pull this up for a second. You can see those. These little tiny ones are ochre as well. And I have a feeling the whole thing was made from ochre. Maybe this is the outer skin, I'm not sure. But anyway, I was quite impressed. I was like, you can make textiles out of vegetables? Rather, you know, young, naive sort that I was. Okay, we've got our clarifier for the Page of Cups. Queen of Swords in reverse. Holy reversals. Spirit's testing my mettle today. And clarifier for the Magician in reverse. We did not keep in touch. It was the 90s. There weren't really easy ways to keep in touch back then. But I feel like she would love to know that I still have this fabric that she gifted me so generously. And we, you know, I think we'd had all of 2 conversations. It was just a very generous gesture. I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful. And she was like, would you like to have it? We have the 9 of Cups. Clarifying the Tower in reverse. Oh, that one just flipped right out. That was fast. And clarifying the 4 of Wands, please, Spirit. I mean, it's all here. Clarifier for the 4 of Wands, please, Spirit. I still find this deck a bit of a handful. Maybe the Queen of Cups in reverse. And under the Queen of Cups we have, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. I do love that card. And on the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Pentacles. I think that might even fit in our little frame here. Okay, I'm getting the sense that this is someone that you came close with, or even that you were involved with. So a person that maybe their ability to hold with their feelings was not quite there. So I was about to say emotionally immature. Take that if it resonates, but if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But maybe someone who struggled to know their feelings or come through with their feelings, but who perhaps the reception was less than welcoming, maybe on your end. So if they were sort of playing games or, you know, doing the things that people do when they're insecure about their own feelings or their own vulnerabilities, or even just not, maybe they weren't even cognizing their own feelings. I'm going off this Page of Cups in reverse mainly. Possibly they had some emotional blockages, possibly they maybe they even tried to manipulate the situation, or there was just a lot of unrealized potential there. And so, but it looks as if perhaps there was a reaction to that, or at least there's a call here to hold space for that. So, you know, a person can't really be at anywhere other than they are at. And so you can, one can, I don't mean you in particular, one can critique and judge a person for not having done the work yet, to put it kindly. But if that judgment is there, then it almost reinforces the immaturity there, I would say. So there's a call here to not judge too harshly, to sort of hold space, and you can decide if you want to engage with this person any further at all. But it looks as if perhaps from feeling, maybe they felt sort of like pinned down, or as if they were having to pin down their own emotions. I'm not even saying that you had anything to do with this. Maybe it's just their internal process. Maybe they felt like they needed to pin down their own emotions in respect of you or the connection, and they resisted doing that. And perhaps in a way that left things, maybe there was strong potential there and it just kind of left it unfulfilled. But what I am seeing is that we've got the Nine of Cups modifying the Magician in reverse. So the Magician in reverse can be manipulation. It can be sort of using your powers for evil, but it can also be that unrealized potential, just sort of failing to harness the resources. And so my take on this being upright is that if those resources are harnessed, if this person does that work, then there is the potential here for great contentment, wish fulfillment, strong happiness. And again, you may or may not want that with this person at this stage, but I am seeing, and you will know if this resonates. So right from the moment I started speaking, if this is something that is resonating, if you have to stretch to make it fit, then this is probably not your reading, which is fine. But if that is resonating, then what I'm seeing is that this person can sort of pull in their resources, like they've got all the resources, they just need to turn that card upside down and like start, this is what I've been doing lately. So we need to turn this upside down, and she's got the swords, the pentacles, the cups, and the wands. She's even got, you know, the ethers and spirit up there, and the earth, and, you know, some like fecund grounding with the earth here. She's got the lemniscate over her head. She's got some wicked little pigtails going on and some dazzling earrings. And she's got, she seems to be on a crystal mountain, no less. And so basically she's got all the elements at her disposal to create this situation of amazing happiness. And so this person might still be in this upside down situation in their relationship to those resources, but if they can figure that piece out, then there is the potential for great happiness. Alternatively, it might be that in avoiding that situation or connection, they expected themselves to be satisfied. Maybe they were satisfied. If we look at this as a temporal narrative, then we have the Tower upside down. The Tower, of course, is a crisis moment, or a moment when things come crashing down. So any foundations that were laid poorly will come down. And the Tower in reverse in particular refers to an internal crisis. So it might be that this person's gone through an internal crisis in respect of this connection. And it looks to me as if their strong attraction for you might be a guiding force in what is causing that tower to come crashing down. So it might be that they had put up barriers within themselves, maybe not even between you, but within themselves, to feeling their feelings or to sort of bringing about a good outcome here. And maybe they thought they were happy with that, and then they had this internal crisis moment. And that was motivated by still being very strongly drawn to you. And that draw, so the Ace of Wands can refer to very strong physical or sexual attraction, but it can also refer to a really strong spiritual connection between people. And that is the meaning that, I mean, I definitely am feeling some sexy energies here. So that's there too. And I, unlike, you know, most of the Western world, I don't think those two things are mutually exclusive. I really think that, oh, sorry, doggy. I actually think that those two things go together beautifully, wonderfully well. And I'm getting the sense that there's a very strong spiritual draw from this person to you. It may be that you have been in union. It may be that you have contemplated being in union. May even just be that you next run into each other at some kind of community gathering or event. And I do see them sort of still putting up barriers and feeling like they need to kind of block themselves off emotionally, but they're not over you. I mean, that's the subject of the reading, and you can see it, you know, just in the fact that there's so many even cups here that are referring to emotions, emotional satisfaction, you know, blocking emotions. There's some emotions being blocked here, and there's something that they're not saying about that with the Queen of Swords. So it may be that the thought of being in relationship freaks them out. I mean, you know, that describes a lot of people on this earth. It may be that they are not comfortable with how they feel about you, so they might need to grapple with those feelings a little bit. Or it may just be that they're not comfortable with emotions, period. And especially the romantic kind that make one feel vulnerable, or as if, I feel like there's this sort of narrative that we tell ourselves that allowing in those emotions makes us less independent. And, you know, when really you're kind of a slave to those hidden emotions until you acknowledge them and give them voice, and the true independence comes from making conscious decisions with all of this acknowledged, of course. But it looks like your person may still be, and again, maybe not your person, sorry, slip of the tongue, the person who is not over you, they might still be grappling with a lot of that, and it looks like it's a live issue for them right now. I feel like they're in this tower moment of feeling like things within them maybe are crashing down, like maybe some of those barriers are coming down. But it looks as if they're still not in a place of being open to the idea of union, but they're definitely not over you. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck energy, and that's legacy. That's creating a long-lasting family, generational bond. It can also be material prosperity or being in business together. Family is business throughout much of human society anyway. So I did want to get a couple of oracle cards. Maybe we can look at where is this person at in respect to this connection right now. Spirit. Hi, dog. You coming through again? Oh my goodness. Where is this person presently at? I don't think there are reversals in this. If I'm wrong, I'll turn that one back upside down. But we've got asphodel. That's an awkward one to say out loud. I hesitated because I thought it might be ash. But oh no, it's asphodel. Can we get one more card, please, Spirit? Where is this person at in respect to this connection right now? Oh, 3 came out and they all came out facing down, so I'm just going to keep going. Oh, there's something poking out there. Aha. We have Buttercup. Okay, let's start there. See what these ones have to say to us. There are 2 guidebooks for this deck, and I just literally put them both out and let my fingers grab whichever one without thinking about it. And I've grabbed the Dawn guidebook. So if you have this deck, you could refer to the Dusk guidebook if you're wanting to know a little bit more. The Mycelial of Corsica carry wands of asphodel into the dream realm. There, they hunt the souls of locals in order to predict who will fall ill or die in the next year. Drawing this card is a sign that you too will have some big predictions soon. They'll have important effects on your life, so don't make them lightly, but don't take forever either, or someone may end up making them for you. So your person might be going through it right now. They've got some big changes on the horizon, and they are hesitating maybe a little too long. And of course, what happens when you hesitate? Life takes it out of your hands and makes a decision for you, and not usually in the way that you want if you were to actually do the work. Buttercup. A Persian legend tells of a prince who fell in love with a beautiful nymph. So taken was he by her beauty that he serenaded her day and night, certain that she would come to love him back. Take heed of the prince's determination and keep moving towards your goal, even if at times it can seem as though nothing is changing. Your passion and determination will pay off with time. Ooh, steamy. So if this person does want something with you, then again, I'm not saying that you have to yield to that desire of the other person's, but if that's something that you do want, then it's sort of, this is a message to that person to keep doing the work of, you know, excavating their own rubble, sifting through their emotions, finding out what their blocks are, you know, and giving those voice, expressing them. And it does look to me as if there's some really strong attraction, both sexual and spiritual here. And there's emotions as well. And then, of course, we have the Ten of Pentacles as a potential outcome on the bottom of the deck. So your person better get it together, if that's what you want. I'm just going to pull, I feel like we need some indication of what's coming next. Just let me feel into what deck might be good for this. I'm going to do the Crow Tarot. Okay, what is next in this connection? What might happen next between you and the person who's not over you? Where might this be headed? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I don't even want to pull another card. Let's leave that there. Between the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Lovers can refer, maybe we do need to pull another card. The Lovers can refer to a choice that needs to be made. It can refer to sort of Gemini energy and that weighing of options, or sort of, you know, two different paths possible. But between the Cups energy here, the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands on the bottom, Nine of Cups as well, I feel like, you know, provided, I mean, maybe the decision is yours to make. Maybe that energy is about to be on offer for you, and it's your decision whether to fly in the same direction as your person, or as the person who's not over you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there with the Crow Tarot, and maybe we'll get a couple channeled messages. So at this point, I'm assuming romantic connection, so, I mean, that's kind of where we started, I guess. We get some channeled messages from the person who is not over you. What does this person want to say to you? We'll get a few of these. Messages from the person who's not over you. if I just needed some time for myself. We both need closure. I want to hold you in my arms. Things were complicated. I think there's two here. No, we're good. Things were complicated, but now I'm ready. Couple more, Spirit. Couple more channeled messages. You are much more than a friend. And last one. One more channeled message from the person who is not over you. Oh, that's too many. They might have a lot to say to you. I didn't mean to disappoint you. So that kind of brings me back to this, maybe they were out of their depths in encountering you, because that happens, right? We all grow as a result of connections in our lives. And maybe when this connection came along, they weren't anticipating feeling those intense feelings. And be compassionate, be kind, be gentle. Don't be overcritical or dismissive. Be mindful of your tone. Be considerate of the other person's feelings and avoid harsh criticism. So hold with compassion and understanding rather than being in bitterness. If that's something that you wish to, if this is a connection that you wish to progress, and that's your decision to make, but I'd say there's just very strong energy here of that potentially being a connection worth pursuing. So I hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, these brief little readings are so much easier to edit, so I might do more of them. I do enjoy the lengthier pick-a-cards, but they don't seem to be getting much traction on YouTube, and these ones are so much easier. So please like, please subscribe, please click through and try another reading. And I hope you found this useful, and if so, fantastic, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!